Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Star Trek Ganymede, Season 1, Episode 5, Tests of Command. I am your engineer, Corn, and leading tonight's game is our lovely GM and resident Q. Go ahead.
Hello, we're going to be starting in just a moment with our captain's log. Are you ready to go, Captain?
Yep.
Give me a sec, then. Whenever you are ready, hit it.
All right. Captain's log. Stardate 55403.2. The Ganymede is currently en route to meet with the USS Ecliptic at system HIP 551716 CB18. The Ecliptic has been doing research in the system, which contains a massive Dyson swarm of small habitat structures that have been endeared as the Dyson Zoo. The zoo was discovered by the Svalin just over a week ago, and in that time there have already been several interesting discoveries. Due to the Svalin's engagement with Hirogen, we have been ordered to provide whatever security measures that are needed. I expect my crew to be on high alert as we conduct this mission. Unrelated, the Admiralty has approved a command test for Lieutenant Commander Dahl, given our distance from the nearest outpost. I am confident that my XO will be successful in this endeavor.
And we'll be back after the opening intro. Stay tuned.
Okay. So, well, the are we ready to go?
Yes, we are.
Very good. Okay, so we will, of course, pick things up. Actually, I'll move us to the fleet map first. I believe the position of the Ganymede now is... The Svalin is off somewhere else. The Ganymede is now where the Svalin used to be.
Can you throw up a beacon for that, please, so I can show the audience?
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, down there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the region of the map that you guys are messing around in.
Got it.
Oh, I should update this while I am at it.
Okay.
Put you there and put you over here. to the front. There we go. Now the Kismet's in the right place. So yes, does anyone have any scenes they want to run?
I don't think I have any scenes at the moment, but I'll leave the floor open to the rest of the crew.
Oh, actually, yes.
Yes.
Because I completely forgot. I need to promote our doctor.
Mm.
Oh, I just assumed that was going to happen in the game. My bad. Otherwise, I would have brought that up.
Very good. Where would you want to do that, Captain? It's your prerogative.
Let's do it. Let's do it in. Actually, Doctor, where would you want that to be? Do you want everybody to see it, or just the senior staff?
Senior staff's fine.
Cool. Conference room.
Because yeah, the something like a hang on, gotta get rid of all these. We haven't used it. Wow, it's really been that long since we used this map, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Get that terrible Holloway token out of here.
Oh God. Oh God, I didn't even notice that for half a second. Jesus. And then Karak and am I missing something? Oh, that's it. Yeah, because the only reason it's as much of a thing for Doll is because you're promoting her. She's getting promoted to a command level position.
No, it's fine. Like my
Whereas what's happening with the doctor is effectively a field not commendation, that's not the word.
Ocean
Commission.
commission. There we go. Because
He's getting a field.
He would have had to have completed some sort of like courses for the academy to do this, though.
Yeah.
Correct. So
Right.
it would have just had been transmitted and all that. Okay.
Yeah, well, and so what this is as a captain, Holloway, you have the authority to give someone like the doctor a field commission.
Cool.
I mean, that's what Picard did to Crusher.
Ah, yep. That I forgot about that. I need to rewatch TNG.
TNG is good.
All right. So in that case, I will move over here. Well, I've had you all gather here so we can honor our doctor, Dr. Dalo Kraz, for outstanding work in your field, and for your particular skill set that benefited our last mission. I hereby grant you the rank of ensign, with all the rights and privileges therein. And
I'll actually let you know, and I'm okay with making this adjustment. You would have to promote him to lieutenant junior grade, because in order to be the chief medical officer.
That's even better.
So I don't have the token for him right now with the proper pips, but I'll see to it you get that.
So yeah, in that case, with to the rank of lieutenant junior grade, and I will pip him with the gold pip, and then the hollow black pip.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Doctor. I will extend my hand.
I will gladly shake it. My guy's probably more taken aback by like, oh, I was just expecting instant, but lieutenant grade commander is great.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Commander.
That's a very Karak statement.
I'll give the nod to Krog and
Corin just nods as well, and then kind of claps his hands together.
You get a giant high five from Greg.
thanks, Rick. I appreciate you guys wasting your time, to witness such a moment. So I appreciate that.
Don't you all have a job to do?
Right away, Captain.
Okay.
I will stand from there and I will go back to my duties.
Okay. So that is which map is that? Here we go. And those are the tokens
Yeah, look
that.
at these randos here.
Yeah, those are the tokens that we use for randos on the Kismet. The truly nameless NPCs.
So how does it work for my name? Is it like, do I still go Dr. Dallo, or what's?
Oh yes, you are. Yep, it's
You'll just
definitely.
change your rank to Lieutenant Junior grade on your sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like how Dr. Crusher in TNG was always Dr. Crusher, even though she had like what was her rank? Was she a commander
Yeah,
or
I think she was
lieutenant commander?
She was commander. Troy was a lieutenant commander.
Yeah, yeah. Although I think she eventually passed the test that Dahl is about to do. So. So yes, you are on the bridge when coming in from one of the turbo lifts is Command Ensign. Captain.
Yes, Ensign.
We just got a transmission from Command. It's the approved test program. The test is standard per the command exam. However, included in the Holo program is a recording system that will seal the program once it's done for transmission back to command for evaluation.
Excellent.
Permission to bring this down to engineering for input into the computer core.
Gave him away.
Yes, Captain. And he leaves.
Where are we? Are we already at the Dyson Zoo, or are we currently en route?
You're almost. You are getting quite close. Question is, are there any other scenes that wish to be run before your arrival in a few hours?
Quick question for the GM out of character. Since I'm technically chief engineer, would I be installing the application with my team onto the holodeck?
You would not have to do that.
Got it. That's all I had.
It's a simple enough program.
Okay. Would we examine the program to make sure there's no tampering or modifications before we install it, or would that not be necessary?
Give me an insight command difficulty of 1.
All right.
Did we say we had to turn over the Gorn shuttle ship
Insight command.
Yes, you would have had to do that.
Difficulty of 1. Let me see what my focuses are. No, I don't believe I have any good focuses. And I mean, I have a value code. It's just another language, but I don't think that I need to burn that.
Yeah, it's only a difficulty 1 test.
All right, there we go.
Oh. Hang on. I get how much threat for all of that? For all you guys, it's 12. I will take 2 more. Succeed at cost.
All right.
Really, it's more of a if you if you were to go digging into the code, you'd actually be tampering with it. So
All right. Sorry for the crunching. I am eating my food while I'm enjoying the show.
so yes, yeah, probably not the best that you go digging into the program, because if you go digging into the program without proper permissions
I will
from
be right back. My food just got here.
the brass, you'd be tampering with the program, and it would effectively render Lieutenant Commander Dahl's evaluation void.
All right. He just looks at the data chip and says to his assistant, "Well, put this in the core and let's see how they do." And that's all he's going to do as he goes back to the examining the warp core readouts.
I am back.
Hang on. Actually, I'll pull this down to here first. So yes. This ensign here approaches you, says, "Here, I'll take it. I'm scheduled to do a routine round of diagnostics on the computer cores anyway.
Good.
As well as various computer terminals around the ship."
Very well. He turns and he looks at the ensign and he says, "Just make sure you just install the program and not run it. We need it ready and waiting for the command staff to run the test. Do you understand, Ensign?"
Of course. Of course, Commander.
Very good.
The Vulcan takes the chip and leaves.
Out of character, we've trusted Vulcans in the past and look where it got us, so I'm just ensuring the fact.
Wrong game.
Wrong game, yes, I know.
So then, any other scenes?
I think this is the first time we've seen engineering. This is kind of cool.
Welcome to my playground.
So, nothing else?
Like, what's this button do?
Ugh.
Hands off. Yeah, that's all for me.
Okie doke. In that case, I think we will go to. It's effectively, quote unquote, the next scene, but doesn't really matter. You guys don't have any momentum anyway. As Grak, you are now approaching. I had the name. The 551716-CB-18 system.
We really need a nickname for this place.
Well, it
so
already technically has one, but
we're approaching our target, Captain.
Take us out of warp.
Okay.
Commander Dahl, if you would give me an insight science difficulty of 1, assisted by the ship sensor science, so it's difficulty 0. Generate momentum.
1 second. Gotta find the right buttons. Let's see here. There's that. And you said science and
Reason.
reason.
Or did I say insight?
6 one half dozen the other. Science reason works by me. It's one of my favorites.
I'll say reason.
Okay. And task roll focus used. Is this scanning?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sensors.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
As ship drops out of warp. You are detecting a large number of structures in this system.
Definitely relaying that to the captain.
Each one is approximately 3 kilometers long and half a kilometer in diameter, and appear to be given an approximate 100-kilometer spacing between them. These
Wow.
structures permeate. These structures appear to be laden through the entire system.
Are they like space stations, just buildings floating in space? Do I have any clue or insight as to their purpose?
Okay. Spend a. Is that going to be your free question?
I am currently in commander mode, so I don't get a free
Oh, you
question.
don't get a free question. Yeah.
Don't I gotta pay for it or roll for it?
Yeah. Well, you generated 2 momentum. Would you rather save it, or do you want to? Do you want to ask any questions?
It would be nice to know if they're dangerous or not, because I'm sure the captain's next question is going to be, "What are they?"
If you want, I can give you that answer.
I would enjoy that. How many momentum is it going to cost me?
Just one, and I can actually give you quite a bit of info.
Okay, I would like that.
Namely, for starters, in the 10th Expeditionary Fleet Discord, if you scroll down towards the very bottom, you'll see fleet reports. If you scroll up to the 30th of January from the Author 13, you will see a fleet report that will answer some of your questions. That is your momentum spend.
And the 13th of January, you
No,
said?
30th.
30th. Okay. Right, found the channel, found the date. USS Expedition or USS Svalin?
Svalin.
Okay. Oh, lovely. That is quite a lot to try and verbalize. I am going to send that over to the captain.
Yep. And yeah, the captain. In fact, this is stuff you would know even
Yeah.
before arriving here, because you would have read these fleet reports.
Yep.
So basically, what you guys are, and you are at range where you could put this all on screen.
Yeah, go ahead and put it on screen. Oh, geez. There's a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the Dyson Zoo.
Oh yes, I would have had assistance from the ship, but I did succeed. But did you want
Oh
me
yeah.
to roll to see if it generates any
Oh
additional
yes.
momentum beyond that? Okay.
Oh yeah. See if you get your second momentum back.
Yes, we like all the momentum.
Let's
Oops.
see here.
Who wants to roll for the ship?
I can.
Yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
If
Sensor
I knew what buttons to
science.
push.
Yes. 1 die. Hey, you're still at 2 momentum. Great.
Woot.
So yes, a yeah, it is a swarm of habitat structures. So it's sort of the idea is that the idea behind a Dyson swarm is instead of a Dyson sphere being just a gigantic shell around a star, a Dyson swarm are structures that occupy all the space that would normally be inside of a Dyson sphere.
Which is very interesting.
Very. All right. Karak, I would like you to scan for any erosion vessels in the vicinity.
Okay. Correct. If you would give me an insight security, difficulty 1, assisted by the ship's sensor security, so that's difficulty 0. Awesome. Here, you know what? No, nah. I'm spending 2 threat, difficulty 1, because I'm petty.
Hey now. I will intimidate your Herodian like I did your Gorn.
Then
Somebody else want to roll for the ship?
Sensors, what?
security.
Security, okay. Did someone already roll or?
Yes. No. Go for it.
There we go. That's one yes from the ship.
Great. So that is so you generate another momentum. Great. 1, 2, thank you, and I'll just quickly pop this out. There you go, Karak. Did you get the message?
He's muted, so he might be eating or something.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can hear you.
There you are.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I had to update my sound card the other day. So, there are no Herodian vessels, Captain. I am, however, detecting a single Starfleet vessel exiting the swarm on a rendezvous course.
That would be the Ecliptic, I assume.
Can I verify that?
That you can for a momentum
Sold.
to the lady in the red blouse.
Wait, you're wearing red blouse?
Okay, so I will pull us to this map.
Here we are.
And hang on. First off, with those two.
Those things are so cool.
They look
And
like giant blimps.
And indeed, it is the USS Ecliptic.
Grak, set a rendezvous course with them as well.
Will do.
Get the little baby Nova class.
E. Captain, we're being hailed.
On screen.
As on screen appears a woman, Trill.
Nice.
This is this is Lieutenant Commander Hall of the USS Ecliptic. Good of you. Good of you to finally arrive.
Captain
Ganymede.
Jack Holloway. Yeah, so what is the situation, Commander?
Currently, we're performing preliminary scans of the system. We've sent some of our first away teams over to a few of the habitats and collected samples. Our science labs are already having a field day, but we're quickly running out of space. There is a lot to see here, Captain.
Understood. Do you need us more of a tactical position? I'm sure my own scientists would like to get their hands on some of that.
Yes, I was looking over. I was looking over the profile on the USS Ganymede. I understand that you have some rather advanced laboratory setups comparable to those that we have here on the Ecliptic.
I would have opted for weapons, but yes, that is the case.
Dahl
I
just
see.
grinned.
I see. Well, I might be able to put together some shuttlecraft to bring over some samples within the hour.
Understood. Are there any spheres that my team could go down to that
Well-
are safe, relatively?
Well, we've only just begun cataloging. If you're suggesting a sphere for purposes of shore leave, I don't have any that are cleared for such a purpose.
No. My scientists would probably like to see these Dyson habitats for themselves. I look over at Dahl.
Well then,
We will analyze your material that you send over, regardless.
Dahl is doing her best to not look overly excited, but she's certainly happy about life.
very well. We will keep in touch, and
there are two of me.
Oop.
There are now two Holloways. You're all screwed.
I'm Captain Holloway.
Mirrorverse,
Anyway.
Mirror Universe episode, everyone. Just kidding.
Oh, the fleet already had that. It's a bad time for everyone.
It is a bad time for everyone. Those are the worst episodes.
Yeah. Oh, that was a whole that was a whole arc.
And A Mirror Darkly was really good.
That was... Anywho, the yes, we will pack shuttles with what material we can, send them over, and then we will continue on with our cataloging efforts.
Excellent.
Meanwhile, my suggestion, of course, you are the tactically superior vessel. My suggestion, however, would be to assume a standard patrol around the outer limits of the swarm.
I'm familiar with patrols, Commander.
Yes, of course, Captain.
I'm sure you've read my file.
I did.
Well, then you know that I'm not somebody that these people want to mess with. We'll keep you safe.
Thank you, Ganymede.
All the way out.
And the view screen cuts.
Well, looks like your team has some work to do, Commander.
I'm looking
Although,
forward to it, Captain.
Commander, you do know, in about 2 hours, you have your command test.
Yeah, I was about to say.
We have an
Unfortunately,
excellent team of people, and I'm sure that if there are samples being sent over, that there will also be competent people sent over to use our labs as well. So I'm sure I'll read the results. It's fine.
you will not be able to join them, but I have confidence that you'll do fine.
She smiles. Well, we can't be the first to discover everything all the time. I'd be content reading it.
Of course you would. Well, get your teams mobilized then. Grak, set a standard patrol around the swarm.
That should be easy, sir.
Commander Karak, I want you to be constantly scanning for Hirogen vessels or anything that might pose a threat. Alright. Well. Oh, the GM is on BRB. That would explain it.
Okay, sorry, back.
You're good.
Okay.
I've got Grak doing a standard patrol and Karak constantly scanning for anything threatening.
Okay. And as you are all doing that, the ecliptic also assumes at least it matches your flight path. As they are preparing their shuttlecraft. I will make a couple rolls for them as they do a couple things. Okie doke.
I immediately trust none of what you're doing.
Uh-huh. Yep. You gain a momentum. Very good. Okay. Yeah, after about an hour, you get a communication. Actually, Grak, you're the one who gets the signal through your con terminal, because one of the I want to say lesser known things on the con terminal is not just the helm controls, but also communications down to the flight deck and the shuttle department of the ship is actually ported into your terminal.
Okay.
And yes, you've received word from the Ecliptics con equivalent con department that they are indeed ready to start sending over shuttlecraft.
Okay, Captain. They're getting ready to send over their shuttles.
All right, proceed.
And I would like you to give me, Grak, a. I'm just gonna look over. I'm gonna look at your sheet super quick. Give me presence con. Yeah, presence con.
Okay.
Difficulty of 2 to coordinate with your flight teams to handle bringing over bringing over the shuttles and seeing to it that things get unloaded properly, and cargo doesn't get the wrong cargo doesn't get put in the wrong place, so that the engineering team thought they were getting a box of self-sealing stem bolts. Surprise! Alien cat.
Sure, and I don't think I have any focuses for that.
I don't think you do.
Okay. Let's see what we get. Do we have, that's fine. Let's see what happens.
Go ahead and take momentum if you want it.
Do we have any? Well, it does,
Yeah,
it's
sure.
already rolled, but I thought that was a new scene, so I thought we were out.
Nope.
We have 3.
I will let you roll a third die if you had wanted to.
Sure. Let's add that in there. Okay.
Then, and I'll even let the ship assist with computers con. I'll be nice.
Somebody want to roll for the Ganymede?
I rolled last time, but if no one's here, I will roll for it. I'm trying to give everyone an even chance to roll the ship.
Go for it.
Were you talking to me or someone else?
Yep.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. Alright. Ships, what are we rolling?
Computers con.
Oh, I see, it's already ready. There we go.
Okay, you get your momentum back is what you do. And yes, according to what you're getting from your flight department on the in the shuttle bay, the shuttles are being received, and a number of large container boxes are being emptied out. To which point, actually, Commander Dahl, this is actually now your department, as these now have to be sort of taken into possession by the science department, the science team. So if you could give me a presence command check, also difficulty 2.
Let's see here. Presence.
And I'm going to spend 2 threat. I am going to increase the complication range.
Okay, what's my complication range then?
It is now 2.
Okie dokie. Does team dynamics apply as a focus?
Yes, absolutely.
Yay! Teamwork.
It makes the dream work.
Oh, boo.
I am good at organizing people and getting them to where they need to be because I have something to do and it needs to be right the first time.
There you go. Yep. And if you want, I can move you down to the science lab.
Yes, please.
And I'll get rid of that token and instead replace it with do. As Lieutenant McConnell is looking over boxes, just dozens of boxes, all with various registry numbers on them, and he's looking over a pad. Well, got a lot here.
We'll get through it all, don't worry.
Yep, I'll get in on cataloging all of this and determining what's safe to work on in here, and what's safe, and what we're gonna have to move to, what we're gonna have to open in specialized lab conditions. At least from what I'm reading here, as long as everything's safe in box, they can be wherever. Just some of these can only be opened under specialized conditions.
Well, absolutely, I would expect so. If there's anything I can do, please let me know. Would you like a security detail to make sure nobody opens up the boxes randomly? I read a report about psionic mushrooms. Any
Psionic,
concerns there?
psionic mushroom. Really?
Mm,
Huh. Well, we'll have to
stranger and stranger.
read the reports over again. Anyways, I'll let you know if I find anything. Oh, right, you have your test.
I do.
I'll let you know after the test. Good luck, Lieutenant Commander.
Absolutely.
Commander.
And my people will be at your disposal. Please do not hesitate to ask.
Of course, of course. And walking into the as walking into the science labs is a Vulcan woman, ensign, wearing operations yellow. Pardon me.
Yes?
I have to perform some routine maintenance on some of the computer terminals here in the science lab.
Commander Dahl wants to check her pad to see if this was previously a thing, because that would have been pertinent to bring up and reschedule if at all possible.
Yeah, you can take a look at the pad.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like it's just it seems like it's just a very like simple like what's it, level 4 diagnostic.
Okay, well, that's what keeps everything running smoothly. As long as I, in my experience, don't think that this will disrupt what is going on or be dangerous, go for it. I mean, diagnostics makes the chip not blow up, so.
Yeah, it's not like she's tearing apart the computer systems and
Thank
like
goodness.
no.
Is it working? Yes, no.
Yeah, it's routine diagnostics. They send someone in to do this every couple weeks.
Reasonable. Okay.
Dahl doesn't trust anybody. I'm so proud.
No, and especially not with boxes that could possibly be doom shrooms if you open them up. I mean, that was a little unnerving to read, so yeah, just, double checking, making sure that it is on the record and it's a thing. Commander Dahl nods. Very good, Ensign. Please do have care around the boxes. If you need any assistance, please contact one of my team.
Of course. Thank you, Lieutenant Commander. And the Vulcan briskly walks past you, moves around behind a bunch of the boxes and takes out an engineering tricorder and starts fussing at this terminal here. And Lieutenant McConnell comes over and says, I think I can handle things from here. I've been running this lab long enough."
Dahl nods. Very well, Lieutenant. I'm assuming it's about time that she needs to head off for her test.
Yeah, it's bad about this time. Meanwhile, on the bridge, Grack, through your con terminal, you get a confirmation from the Ecliptic's con department that they are planning on breaking off and resuming their primary mission.
Yeah, I'll relay all that. Looks like they're getting ready to start.
Continue the patrol.
Will do.
Very good. Oh, and Dahl is not there. Okay, and Captain, presumably you're just gonna stay on the bridge for a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on the bridge because of potential security issues. And in fact, I am gonna have Karak go to yellow alert just in case.
Okay. Indeed, the ship goes to yellow alert. Do be aware, Captain Holloway, that yellow alert is still something that you don't usually go to for prolonged periods of time, but
Yeah, Holloway would probably realize that. So no, never mind. Cancel that.
yeah. Like, it can be done, it's just not typical. Very good. That's where the... Okay. So we go down to the holodeck. As Commander Dahl, you enter the holodeck. Command exam is what's the word? Is exam candidate ready to begin?
I am ready.
And the holodeck activates. Actually, I think I even have a.
I, as a player, am not ready. I did not know there would actually be a test. The only test I'm aware of in Star Trek is the bridge officer test, which Dahl
which
would
is
have
what
already
this.
passed.
Which is.
She's on the bridge. She's already passed it.
Oh, is that a thing?
You cannot be on the bridge as an officer without having passed it.
I think this is I think I have this as a slightly different thing that you need.
Yeah, hitting commander itself is a full different test.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it's Troy had to do it in order to not only be bridge officer but also to get the rank of commander.
Also, what is it? I think,
So fortunately this won't be. With that noted, however, if you have already completed the bridge officer's test, that is good for you because it means you've already done a command level test before. This is just a command level test to judge you worthy of the commander pip.
command training supplemental.
Yeah, sorta. I thought I had some. Holodeck sound effects. Oh well. As you find yourself on the bridge of a starship, it is not the bridge of the Ganymede, however.
I'm so happy you have a map for this.
It's well, get used to it. It's the only one I've got. You are on the bridge. You are on the bridge of what you can imagine to be it's a sovereign class.
I, as a player, have no idea what a sovereign class is, but alright.
The Enterprise E.
Oh.
Yeah, the biggin.
Extra fancy. Right? The command deck is looking fine.
Deck be looking fine. As the command test begins, I won't go into a ton of detail about what the command test actually entails. Instead, this is going to start out, at least for the time being, as a short the opening of this command exam is a small extended task. You've done one of these before for science. This is one for command.
Okay, so command and
So this will be, I'm gonna say control command.
okay.
Difficulty. So I have to give you all the stats for this extended task, and I'm typing it out in the Roll20 chat so that you've got it for reference. Base difficulty 2. Work track of 13. No, I'm gonna make this shorter. Work track 8. Magnitude of 3. On only 1 resistance. No increased complication range.
Okay.
So
I'm sure
we
what
are
I'm
now
wrong.
by the by, we are now in a new scene. So you lose 1 momentum.
Take my momentum.
Yeah, I'm not sure what button to hit to give you the roll that you are asking for.
So the basic roll is control command difficulty 2. Like,
Okay. So it's just like a task roll.
yes, it is. And team dynamics absolutely works. And it doesn't even matter, you'd roll anyway, of course. You generate a momentum off of that. So now what you do is, what's your command roll?
My command roll?
What's your command score? Sorry.
Oh, 4.
So when you're doing an extended task, you roll a number of challenge dice equal to 2 plus your command score.
Okay.
Because this
so
is a
6.
command extended task, and make sure you like click out of it before you roll them, because sometimes it doesn't enter. There you go. 6. So that's 2, 4, 6. With 1 resistance, that is 5 work, which does get you a breakthrough.
I don't want to disappoint the captain.
Yee. As so far so good. We'll come back to you shortly. Just remember that that's where you're at. That you are at 5 out of 8 work, 1 breakthrough. 1 out of
Nice.
3. So, because getting 5 work done in 1 hit is a breakthrough, as does filling the work track. Is how that goes.
I need to reread the extended task rules because I've been doing that wrong.
Meanwhile, we are going to actually go down to sickbay.
Oh shit! I don't want to test either.
So doctor. So doctor, what are you working on?
Was anything sent my way? I was hoping I'd get my hands on that psionic resistance hydra, whatever it is.
Oh yeah. So presumably you would have been. So yeah, you're looking over your at your terminal. There's a it's a chemical formula devised by one Dr. Bog, the USS Svalin, a human, in order to combat the psychic influence of these mushrooms, sort of a fungoid type organism. If you want, you can give me you can give me a reason medicine difficulty of 1, just to sort of make sure you're understanding what the documents are saying, and the ship can even assist with computers medicine as you're just sort of reading all this over.
How general is fungus or spores or something like that? Like, it wouldn't count as xenobiology, would it?
Oh, I'd absolutely allow xenobiology for this. That's absolutely what this is. It's understanding unique life forms.
Test roll 2, no complications.
Test roll 2. Yeah, and nice. So you generate 2 momentum, and the ship's computer's medicine. Oh my god.
Yeah, boy.
You're sitting at 1 float.
Yay!
So, you have 1 extra momentum to spend.
Can I use any of that momentum to get any questions answered by chance?
Yes, that's really probably what you're gonna spend it on. So this is a fungoid species that evolved to slowly engulf their prey. They found out the crew of the Svalin determined from their scans, and it's like sort of you're reading through their science reports and their medical scans. It's a bunch of medical and biological jargon, but you understand it because you're a medical doctor. It appears that this species evolved to use physical mimicry to start, and then eventually developed psionics as a means of drawing in prey with illusions.
It sounds pretty terrifying.
They are ambulatory and have effectively hydraulic structures in them that act as sort of like bones and fast twitch muscles, so that they can assume and hold a given shape while still moving at a speed comparable to most humanoids.
A big old yikes for me.
They hunt in small groups. Will single something out. They can single. They will single out a target. And mimic things relating to that target. The example that they provide in this document is, "Hey, I'm a console. You guys like consoles, right?" So it's basically like a mimic.
Awesome. It can mimic humans as well, or humanoids, and then consoles as well, or just inanimate objects, and just print anything they want.
Yeah. The thing you do note, however, is that from what you're reading, despite how advanced this psionic hunting method is, they do just have an animal intelligence.
I'd like to get a scan of the crates that came in then.
Yeah.
I'd like to send what I found to Captain Holloway, and if Commander Dahl has time to look at it at some point as well. I know
It'll be
her
waiting
focus
for me when I
is,
get out.
plant life and stuff like that, so maybe that might help out.
Yes,
Oh.
plants.
So wait, did you say you're gonna go up to the labs?
If that's where I need to go, then yes.
Okay. Head out as you are approaching the door. Hang on.
This is after I sent the information to Captain Holloway and Commander Dahl, right?
So
as with this
Always
information.
busy.
So you're just approaching the. Ooh, sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ah, great, thank you. So, as you are approaching the door, it actually opens before you get to it, and in walks an officer. Pardon me, doctor.
Is this the same Vulcan lady that came in on the shuttle?
No, she did not come in on a shuttle. She's actually with the Ganymede crew.
Of course. Yes. What can I help you with?
I am here from the engineering department. I am to do some minor level 4 diagnostics on the medical bay computer terminals.
Is there anything I can check to make sure this is checking out? Like someone sent her to do this, and then she's called all clear.
Yeah, she has a pad with her. If you ask her for it, she gladly gives it to you.
I'll take
And
that pad.
yeah, and you actually know from, and you look at the pad. This is something that happens every couple weeks.
Is she the one that typically does it, or is this
It's
random?
usually someone. It changes.
Okay.
It's just whoever draws the stick of you go around and check all of these terminals. Another officer will go around and check all of these terminals.
God, and the paranoia in me makes me want to scan her, the data pad, and just get this shit going.
Right? But would your character actually suspect that hard? That's what I had to ask myself.
Yeah, like if she's originally Ganymede, then I wouldn't be too concerned. I've it's gonna bite me in the ass for saying that, but
Oh, and one last thing. I'm sorry, before you headed out. Were there any other questions you had about these things? Because you do have a free question from your momentum.
I was wanting to possibly check to see the side effects and or the basically how well would this treatment work for anyone on the Ganymede? Like if there are any like reactions that might affect Greg, something like that differently, or is this something I can figure out with immunology and genetics possibly?
Mm-hmm. Give me a sec. I'm pinging the game master who ran this whole session if there are any side effects to the treatment.
Maybe it might affect Commander Doll's telekinetic stuff. So I don't know.
Hmm.
Oh, I wish I were telekinetic.
Sorry, telepath. My bad.
Trust me, if I could throw things, I totally would.
Yeet. Come on. Oh boy. I'm getting a message here. Okay. You don't know of any side effects. Um, the uh the treatment the treatment was tested on two humans, an Andorian, some Klingons, and a Benzite.
Is there anything that EMH can do on his end to like start running tests and possibly start producing some of these hydros if possible?
That's something you could do with your medical team. That's more
All right, I
something
do have
that's
them.
yeah, that's more something under the purview of your medical department. Uh, that's not really something that the EMH is designed to do. I mean, it could.
Yeah, I'll just send it up to my medical staff and see if they can get working on it. So,
Mhm.
and I guess I'm going to Science Bay.
Mhm. And you head out. Uh, Meanwhile, we are going to cut over to.
Give me 2 seconds, bear back.
Yep, we're going to cut over to the lieutenant commander on the bridge of the test ship. Could you give me another one of those control command rolls. Now it's only difficulty 1, though, because you have achieved a breakthrough. Oh, there you go. Roll your, there you go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which, that fills the work track and does 5 more work. So you complete the...
I am back. Sorry, my internet died because the cold weather sucks.
Yes. God, it's like... Oh, what's the temperature
It's
at?
4 feet of snow outside. Tell it to go away.
Did I miss anything?
We're all
Nothing
dead.
really.
Not much.
It is negative 2 degrees outside where I...
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
Not trading with you.
How much of that is
Where do
your-
you live? Antarctica?
I don't think any of it is wind chill. I think it's... Yeah, negative 2 with wind chill, negative 13.
Yikes.
Definitely lives in Antarctica.
No, I'm in Illinois right now.
Illinois, the new
roads-
Antarctica.
Apparently the roads here are already bad.
Oh my god, it's snowing tomorrow. What the hell?
It's been dumping snow on us all week, and it
Yep.
just dumped another foot on top of us. We just shoveled it, and it's snowing again. Ugh.
Yep. Just give up.
Right. We gotta keep the cars clear.
Quick.
Alright, Q, how much threat have you dumped on us already for the Snowmageddon from last year?
Oh my god. So, anywho, so, you've made it through sort of all the preliminary stuff when, all of a sudden, while working your routines in this sort of asteroid field area that the test has you in, all of a sudden a Galor-class Cardassian vessel comes out and opens fire on you.
Okay. As a player, what am I expected to do?
Be the captain.
Yeah, you're the...
Shield up?
Yeah,
What are our relations like with the Cardassians? Because shields up and red alert would be my first instinct.
yeah.
It depends on who you ask.
I was gonna say, if they're
Don't
shooting
ask
at us,
Holloway.
Don't ask Grack. Don't ask Holloway. It's-
Don't
gonna say,
ask the doctor.
what are
And
our
definitely don't
relations
ask
with
the engineer.
Cardassians, in general?
Relations with the Cardassians have been a bit shaky. There have been some positive interactions with the USS Expedition, but
Are we in our space or their space or different space?
unclaimed.
Unclaimed. Do they have any reason in this test so far to have just magically appeared and started firing on us? Have we done something potentially inflammatory that I knew about beforehand?
Not that you know of.
Okay, are they firing in such a manner that they are shooting to kill, or are they warning blasts?
Insight command, difficulty of 1.
Insight. Command. Difficulty of 1?
Ye- Okay, you're sitting
Thanks for
at
the momentum.
1 float again. Great. Yeah, these guys are shooting to kill.
Yeah, I was
Well-
gonna say, regardless of current relations with them, they're shooting at you.
I was gonna say, but it matters if they're shooting to kill, and it matters if they're shooting just to warn us. So, return fire, disable them, take them out.
Good. Give me a...
I have thousands of lives to look after. We can discuss later whether it was inappropriate to fire on the Cardassians or not after the fact.
I'm so proud.
If only she shot to kill, you'd be more proud.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a present security, difficulty of 2. I'm spending 2 threat, increasing the complication range by 1.
Okay, I am buying an extra dice with momentum. Because security is not one of my fortes.
All you need is
And
walking
complication
in...
is 1 or 2?
Hmm?
Complication is 1 or 2?
2. There you go. You generate momentum again. So you're still at full.
Okay, I can live with that.
No, hang on. Should we do this proper? We'll do this proper. As yes, they begin firing on the Cardassian ship as a pitched battle gets underway between your two ships. In the meantime, however, we're gonna cut back to the captain. At some point, I presume you're gonna go to your ready room.
Apparently, I'm chewing out Grack. Oh.
No, just that was the token I had there at the moment.
Grax in there's drinking his booze. Oh shit! Hey, Captain.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the-
So
it
yeah.
always cracks me up how giant the tokens how giant you make the tokens in these rooms. It makes the rooms look so small.
Yeah. Well, that's about the right size for what this room is.
Well, it's just his head, so it looks like he's got.
Oh. Yeah. So
Accentuates the fabulous hair.
Indeed.
so yeah, there you go, Captain. You're in your ready room.
Okay. I am going to pull out my bottle of Serene brandy,
Very nice.
pour it in my cup, take a drink, and go over some data.
Very nice. What data are you going over?
Just over the Dyson Zoo in general, just kind of everything that the Svalin has found. Mainly, I'm looking over tactical issues, kind of what sector, where in the system the Hirogen had came in from, what other dangers that the Svalin had encountered, and what they did to prepare for that. Just anything to give the Ganymede a tactical advantage on anything.
Yeah, I gotta. Give me in a reason security difficulty of 2 check. You're reading tactical. You're reading tactical
Okay.
reports, after
So,
action
yeah.
reports.
Yeah, security's good. Reason's not so good, so I'm gonna buy a die with momentum.
Go for it.
Would strategy and tactics count for a focus?
Is that specifically what you're looking over? Like the
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Oh
get
yeah,
a
because you said you were dealing with the
strategic
Hirogen, right?
advantage. Yeah, I'm trying to get. A strategic advantage.
I'll allow it.
Okay, cool. Boo, boo on you, complication. Can you spend momentum to get rid of those?
Yes, you can. You can throw 2 momentum at me to kill a complication.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill that complication. I don't want that.
Okay. So you had spent a momentum.
Total
So
of 3.
you're down to 3.
It's alright. We can generate more momentum.
Oh, you know what? I'll also allow the ship to assist with computer security. Except I am going to do something at this point. I have to make one adjustment. Or that works too. Okay, doesn't matter. All right. This is interesting. No one knows where the Hirogen came out of. The Hirogen didn't talk. The best guess that anyone has had was that maybe there was some kind of unstable wormhole that brought them. But I mean, they didn't find one, and they didn't find an unstable wormhole. But just because you didn't find one doesn't mean it didn't exist. Basically, what happened was they managed to draw out one of the Hirogen scouts out of position, and by doing so, they revealed that there were others in waiting. So they were able to lure one out, fight it, and that drew out the others because basically it spoiled their ambush. This Fallen was able to get the upper hand.
Huh. I'm gonna hit my comm badge and say, Commander Karak,
Yes,
start
Captain.
start scanning the zoo itself for any Hirogen biosigns.
Aye, aye, sir.
Good. Give me a reason science, difficulty of 2, assisted by the ship's sensors science. So that's
Gosh, I was
difficulty
hoping for
1.
control security.
You're scanning for alien life signs, my dude.
Well, I'm not gonna be very good at this.
Who takes Doll's place when she's not on the bridge? Like, isn't there just some no-name ensign that goes to the science station?
There is, but Doll hasn't made it yet.
We're screwed.
This is true. This is very true.
Well,
But wait, the guy who's on the sensors when I'm not there, he totally has a character sheet.
Oh,
Yeah, you talking about Ensign Science Officer?
yeah, Ensign Science Officer.
Yeah, that he exists. Or she.
Ensign Science Officer? No. There's a guy with a name. Lieutenant James McConnell.
He's currently busy down in the science labs.
Ooh.
Ensign Science Officer is the random science station person.
That
Yeah.
would be a thing then. Yep.
And until you, that was
Yeah.
the placeholder until you make one.
Okay.
and yeah, Karak, delegate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just assume that you were messaging me because I'm like
Hey, you're
third
on,
officer.
you're in command because
Yeah.
Yeah.
officer.
ready room.
Okay. So yeah, Karak has the con.
Yeah.
That's what we're going with.
Okay. So I'll delegate to this person.
Okay, so you are
the acting
activating.
science officer.
You're activating this character. If you put in the notes that he has been activated on this day. First
Sure,
activation.
You want the date?
Yeah. Just it helps for note keeping.
Gotcha.
That you know who is activated and when and how many times.
Yep.
So this is the first activation. So that they don't
Nothing
get
happens.
they don't get anything this time. But they might get stuff going forward.
All right. So they're gonna buy a die with momentum.
Okey-doke. Reason
And-
science.
Reason science. I'll assume sensors or xenobiology would apply.
Yep, sensors. Okay, you're back at full.
Well done. Well,
Well-
done. Fenrisol
well-
says.
Yep. Well, none. That's the easy answer.
Scans appear negative at this time, Captain.
Keep me informed.
Aye.
I will slam the Surian brandy and then
Yeah. Oh, and that was even taking into account, that and that was a good call you made to do a specific scan for it, even though it came up negative. It was a good call to make a specific scan for it because from your readings, I'll give you this bit of info for free because you've made the scan. The Hirogen body armor does have a sensor dampening effect, so a focused scan like the one you just performed would have counteracted it. But it was smart that you did that, because it easily could have been that if there was a Hirogen hiding there, that's the scan that would have caught them.
stealthy, scary aliens, shape-changing mushrooms. I don't know if I like where this is going.
Yeah.
Same.
So then, what are you gonna do, Captain?
Well, I'm gonna continue to pour over some data for a little bit. Drink another glass of brandy. What time of day? Like roughly, what time of day would it be?
7 a.m. That's when you start drinking.
I mean, that's when you start drinking.
Oh dear. It's probably like mid-afternoon.
Okay. So not time to go to bed. Okay. In that case, I'll probably just stay in the ready room for a little bit and then return to the bridge.
Okay. Presumably at the end of your time in the ready room, you're gonna like what are you gonna do with your empty glass?
What am I gonna do with my empty glass?
You're gonna like
No, I didn't mean to give you an idea. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that makes me concerned.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with your brandy glass?
I mean, I'm gonna dematerialize it because
Okay, yeah. Go over to the replicator, put the glass in, and it vanishes. And as you turn around to go back to the door, you hear the replicator turn on again.
pause and glance back over at the replicator. Is the glass back there?
No, it's a bowl with some kind of whitish tannish glop in it.
Delicious.
I'm gonna hit my comm badge. Commander Korn to the ready room, please.
Aye, Captain. He's gonna make his way to the ready room.
Hey, go on, touch this.
I don't
As
trust this. Holloway.
in
Holloway.
the
Holloway
in
isn't
the-
trusted either, but
in the meantime, Doctor, you finished some of your preliminary look over of the science team's findings, and they're still working on the cataloging. So, you're probably gonna head back to sickbay, presumably.
Yeah. Is there a way I can get like a diagnostic of their progress and what they're doing in my lab?
Well, you walk back in, and they're not even there anymore.
Can I run a diagnostic?
You can, and you go over to the computer terminal, and as you do, you hear a noise from you hear a voice from behind you, which was odd because you were in the empty sick bay up until now. Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Yeah, EMH, just me. No worries.
God, it's Sandy Dick. Ugh.
Understood.
He's here! Yay!
Andy Dick. This is how you got it activated.
Understood. And in a the EMH disappears.
EMH, come back.
Hang on. Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Can you run a self-diagnostic right quick as well?
Understood. Running self-diagnostic program now. And he starts lilting his head from side to side and tapping his foot.
You gotta make him do that all day long. Like, summon him and then
Someone
dismiss him.
Your Halo Matrix there, EMH? Your exhibiting erratic behavior.
Hang on. Do you want him to spend any momentum on this?
Yes.
Okay, how much?
What is he rolling exactly?
Insight engineering. Difficulty of 3.
I'm gonna have him burn 2, if that's okay with everybody.
So three,
three?
3 momentum.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that makes it a task roll 3 now.
Yep. However, I'm gonna be the one rolling this, actually. Because reasons. Oh. What do you know? He did it. There appears to be a stack memory overflow in some of the basic holo programs.
Who's our chief engineer that would be best suited to remedy this?
Well, I believe the senior most engineering officer on this vessel is Lieutenant Commander Korn.
I'll page him right quick. Lieutenant Corn, when you got a chance, could you come down to medical bay? My EMA's are acting up.
And at that very moment, Lieutenant Commander, you have you just walked into the captain's ready room, like toolkit in tow, when your comm badge chirps, and you hear that from the doctor.
I'll be on it. I'm currently on a another assignment, and he's gonna tap his badge and say, "Let's look at my engineering team."
Did I get a name from that Vulcan lady that came in and did the test from the test?
Lieutenant.
Hmm?
Sorry. Oh yeah, he's a lieutenant. I'm gonna say to on my comm badge, Lieutenant Larad, can you please take care of the situation down in sickbay for me? I'll be there in a moment.
I see. I will get right over there.
Thank you.
Did I get a name by chance? The Vulcan lady?
You did not.
Not from the data pad.
Oh, you would have. You would have, now that I think about it. That would have been, an Ensign Terris. T''RIS.
And Lieutenant Commander Korn, sorry, I'm totally watching this right now. Lieutenant Commander Korn, do you know your the status of your one of your workers' state trip?
What was their name? Thank you.
Terris.
Terris.
T''RIS. You know her, a Vulcan woman. She's doing a number of basic computer terminal diagnostics at various places across the ship.
Yes.
Have her stop, because that started happening after she did a diagnostic in medical shortly after I left the station.
I will let her know immediately. He taps his badge and says, "Commander, what was their name? Or not Commander, Lieutenant Ensign. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
Ensign.
butchering all of this. Ensign. Sorry, I'm gonna say what's her face, but not in character.
Terris.
Ensign Terris, please temporarily cease all activities with your current assignment until further notice. We're having some issues with computer systems, and we need to do some Work, please report back to engineering and resume normal tasks when instructed. Thank you.
Understood.
Fine.
Commander,
Yes, Captain?
that replicator?
He walks over to the replicator.
Yeah, there appears to be a small glass bowl with some whitish, tannish glop in it.
He is going to pull out his tricorder and immediately scan it. Because
Okay. Insight Science difficulty 1.
Insight Science difficulty 1. Okay, give me a moment. Insight Science. Difficulty 1. And I'm going to use the focus of transporters and replicators.
Absolutely.
Alright. And difficulties 1. Okay. We have 3 momentum. Should I buy a die? Guys?
Go for it.
Alright, I'm going to buy 1 die, so that's going to bump it to 3. And roll in.
You get your momentum back.
Excellent. What is this strange goop that I see in this bowl? From a distance. I'm not going to approach it any closer from where I'm standing.
There you go. There's your answer.
Alright, hold on. What did you send me? Okay. Let me look. Captain, it appears to be nothing but tapioca pudding.
Ha!
Tapioca pudding.
Yes.
I dematerialized my glass, and this rematerialized.
Let me see what I can find out about this replicator. It might be malfunctioning, and he's going to go over to the wall panel, remove it, and run a physical diagnostics.
Did I
Hold
hear
on.
the doctor by chance?
I mean,
Would I be in that vicinity of the sound of the?
Sorry, my
If it's
mom was asking me a question about something. Out of game.
What was your question for the doctor?
Would I have heard the doctor? Would I be in the sound radius?
Yeah. You would have.
Okay.
Yeah, because you overheard the doctor ask for assistance with the EMH.
It seems like there is issues all around the ship, then, Commander. I want you to run a level 3 diagnostic.
I understand. And he's going to start running the level 3 diagnostic, starting with the replicator in the ready room.
Okay, give me Insight Engineering, difficulty 3, complication range 2. You do have a focus.
Okay, difficulty 3, complication range 2, and you said... Okay, task roll, okay. And
Insight Engineering.
Insight Engineering, okay. Okay, so I'm already using a focus. I'm going to burn a value. I pounce at every problem I face.
Would you rather use momentum?
I think this would be an appropriate time to actually use that value, because it's, this is a problem that's facing the ship and the rest of the crew, so I think it would be appropriate.
Okay.
So I'm going to
Fine
burn
then.
that determination.
RXO can give you your determination back. It's okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright,
Fine by me.
so activated that. And,
Well, actually, it goes away. So
oh, it goes away.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
Because you can have more than one determination. You can have more than one
okay.
determination point. Because you can get it through, like, other things.
Okay, because I usually do it the other way, but thank you for letting me know the proper way to do it. Alright, so, complication range 2, that. And, can I buy a die with this, or
You'd have to spend 2 momentum. To
what do
buy
you
a
guys,
third.
what do you guys think?
I'm fine with that.
Alright, I'm gonna take an extra die.
I can rally if I need to.
Yep. And I am rolling.
Okay, that is 4, 5, 6 successes. You generate 3 momentum. You're
Excellent.
at full.
You're welcome,
As
guys.
it would appear that there's a stack memory overflow in the in all of the emitter systems in across the ship. Looks like there's some problem with the computer core that's causing it. You'd have to go to the computer core itself and check that out. But you've at least pinned down where the problem seems to be originating from.
All right.
But this would cause problems with any system that utilizes replicators or holographic systems. So anything like, the regular replicators, medical replicators, industrial replicators, transporters, holodecks.
Captain, I recommend we take the until further notice. I recommend we take temporarily restrict the use of replicators and transporters until I get down to the computer core and determine the reason for this memory stack overflow buffer issue that's causing all the computers across the system of the ship to fritz out, he says. He says, also, I recommend we check in on our trainee down in the holodeck 2 for make sure they're okay. I know you can't interrupt the test, but I do worry for their safety given this current situation.
Like hell I can't. I hit the comm badge.
You see these 4 pips? That's 4 pips into 1.
I do what I want.
Commander Dahl.
Nothing. Nope, nothing.
Nothing. Oof.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Dahl, respond.
Nothing. I'm gonna spend 2 threat as we cut over to Dahl, where currently things are getting rough. The ship is being rocked by explosions on all sides. Ships are currently failing, Captain. We're managing to hold them off well, but I don't. We're managing to hold them off as best we can, but I don't think the shields will be able to take much more of this.
Asking out of character, does she have an assessment of how close the other ship is to damaged and or dead? I mean, how has it outclassed us in shoot to kill?
The answer is it got the first shot in while you guys didn't have any shield.
And we were unable to patch up any breaches whatsoever? And we can't return fire with photon torpedoes? You
guys are fighting back.
Yeah.
It's just you're not doing as well as you could be doing because they got the drop on you. But I will allow you to make, as you suggested, an insight security roll.
Security sucks for me. Okay.
Yeah, welcome to command. You gotta be good at everything.
Nah, I'm not good at everything. That's why I'm the captain.
You have people for that.
Yep, I do have people for that.
Tell that to the Admiralty.
Insight security.
The Admiralty definitely has people for that.
Oops,
the Admiralty doesn't.
I rolled one too many there.
So that's a new. I will
Unless
let
you're
you.
assuming I bought momentum there, in which case you can take it.
I will let you succeed at cost.
Okay.
And I'm going to use that cost to say that you realize that, these Cardassians aren't currently shooting to kill, but the moment you realize what they're doing, it's too late. As the shields go down, And
Oh God.
as the bridge is swarmed in a hail of transporter beams by Cardassians, all wielding disruptor pistols. And we will move to the next scene.
So, as I come out of the ready room, I'm gonna first of all yell at I'm gonna bark orders at Korn and say, "Get my XO out of that holodeck. That is your priority." And then I'm gonna as soon
Yes,
as I come
Captain.
out,
He's gonna run for the turbolift.
as soon as I come out, Karak, send a security team with Korn. We're getting Dahl out of that holodeck.
Good. Do-do-do. So we are sort of in combat rounds now. In a sense, this is a timed sort of deal. As
So, asking as a player, I know it was too late to do anything, but because I realized too late as a character what they were doing, shoot to whatnot, but as a player, what is the order of things that I am supposed to do? If we're in combat, am I supposed to hail them, offer surrender? We were shooting to kill. We were not succeeding as much as we wanted to. Should I have initiated self-destruct and sent people out on life pods? I
you were
mean,
doing
as a player, I don't know what to do.
yes. Yeah, the answer was you were doing fine.
Okay.
The contents of that first part of the command test were less important up till this point. It's one of those things of like that's kind of what the test is meant to do. And now you've hit the part of the test where you really have to start making the tests. Now that you have been boarded.
Okay.
However, so Korn is going to go down to the
Computer core.
holodeck.
Actually,
think-
I'm gonna go. Yeah, go to the holodeck.
Okay, go to holodeck. You're going to the computer
Yeah.
core.
Well, I'm going with you wherever you're going.
Okay.
I'm going and getting
Very
Karak,
well.
The con.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to the
Correct.
holodeck.
There's two of him. I'm okay with that.
Alrighty.
Double the blasties.
So which do we want to do first?
Holodeck or computer core.
I want to get to the personally. I want to
Yeah.
get to the holodeck to get.
Well, you're
out of the holodeck.
you're captain, and I think that's priority. So I'm gonna follow your lead.
Okay.
I do want you to send somebody to the computer core, but
Yeah. I'm gonna send
Okay.
the Ferengi to the computer core.
Okay, so you're not sending him to the doctor, you're sending him to the computer core.
Yeah, I'm gonna as I'm running, as we're in the turbolift, I'm gonna say, Lieutenant Lirad, change of plans. Please proceed to the computer core and stand by for further instructions.
Understood.
Korn is frantically pushing the the go faster button on the turbolift.
As you lot get down to where the holodeck is. What are you going to do, Korn?
I'm going to go up to the holodeck and I'm going to go to the arch and I'm going to say, computer end simulation. And I'm going to look to the captain for the command codes. For command code overrides.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. In program authorization Holloway Delta 7.
At this point, Korn rips the panel off the control panel as well, and is now going to proceed to hotwire the holodeck to shut down.
Give me. This is gonna be an extended task.
Oh, fun.
Give me. This is going to be, because of the way you're doing this, daring, engineering, difficulty of 4.
Assist by chance, by the way. Sorry.
Hang on. I had to write up all the things. Magnitude of 4. Work track of 18. Resistance of 3. Complication range of 3. And that's without me spending any threat.
Oof. Okay. Alright, so let me look at that. Okay, what is the magnitude? Okay, so...
I will say, you do have a free third die because
Yep.
because of your testing a theory.
Yep. And I already... Question, can you spend more than one determination during a game, or is it only once per session?
No, you can spend as much determination as you have, but typically you will only get one determination per game. But there are ways to get more.
Let me check something. Let me check something. Hold on, I want to check something.
So you
Can I
get
use a
determination-
milestone?
Yes, you can.
All right, I'm gonna
You-
use
you
my
have-
milestone.
you have a-
I have
you
one
a saved
milestone. I have one normal milestone.
What's it for?
Let's see. What did I use it for? Milestone. Took it upon himself to reverse engineer a secure computer system to save lives in the long run. That's all I have written in my notes.
I'll allow it.
All right.
Wait, no. You know what? I think that's just a little too far off from what I'm going for here. There's
Okay.
because of other reasons that I'll tell you about later.
All right. I
I
do have another value that I think would be efficient for this, and since it is playing as an audio clip in the background, the sound of the engines puts me at ease while I'm doing this, because I'm very panicked right now.
So you don't yet have a determination yet, because I decided against the milestone.
Fair enough.
You could get it from the captain.
Yeah. Would that be okay, Captain?
That's what I was planning on doing.
Okay, let's do that.
Yep. Also, code is another language. It's all 1s and 0s. I would accept.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So yes, I'm going to
Alright.
going to give him my determination.
All right, and I'm going to use it for the code is all language 1s and 0s.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so just make sure that's marked. Okay, that's
So
marked.
you automatically get 3 dice, and you already have 2 successes.
And we have 6 momentum, so I'm going to spend...
It'll be 3 momentum to bring you to 5 dice. 3 momentum to bring you to 4.
Yeah, I'm going to spend 3 momentum to get us to...
I'm gonna say no, Captain Holloway, because he has his hands in the middle of this thing.
That is right.
Mhm.
As the chief engineer, doesn't he have an advantage? For
Yep.
being...
I'm spending 2 threat. Your engineering team seems to be a bit preoccupied. It would appear that there are failures of replicator systems all across the ship.
As he's working, he's going to say to Lieutenant Leonard, Linred, please initiate shutdown sequence 32 on computer system authorization code Corn Kernel 1.
Shutdown 12. You're sure?
I'm very sure.
All right. As soon as I'm in the core, I'll get to it. Okay. So make your roll. 4 dice. Presumably, is that what you did? Yep. Okay. That is 5 successes. Would you like to re-roll that 0?
Yes. So let me re-roll that. 1, 0. So let me just do 1.
Nice.
You are now, I think that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Isn't that a breakthrough?
Not yet. So that's
Okay.
7 successes against 4 difficulty.
Ah,
Roll 7 challenge dice.
7.
So you gained 3 momentum, I think. Is that the amount you gained over it? Yeah.
And
So-
a lot of zeros.
So you're back at full. You can spend a momentum to re-roll 4.
I'm going to do that.
Yes, please do that.
Much better.
Nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 work. With 3 resistance. That's 8 work done. That is a breakthrough.
Yep. As he expertly digs his hands into the guts of this holodeck matrix and just pulling wires and splicing things together and rearranging some of the interface circuitry and the nano pulsic chips. And
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Ending a holodeck, forcefully ending a holodeck program manually while it's in the middle of is always a risky endeavor.
Yep.
So for the purposes of what's going on with the computer core, who would like to play our Ferengi? Because presumably we want someone
Is
to play.
anyone going to play the Ferengi?
I mean, who wants to play a Ferengi?
Like, no one to play Ferengi.
Wow, y'all are mean.
That's racist.
Hey, I mean, let's not have a repeat of what happened on the Odyssey. Another game. We'll not talk about it.
Anywho, so
I mean, I'll play him if nobody else wants to.
sure.
Sure. I mean, I already got my hands full of computer guts, so take it away, Captain.
Why is his border different than ours? How dare he?
It's because he's not actually Starfleet.
That's rude. I'm gonna.
He's exchange
He needs to-
program.
He needs to go through the academy.
Well, he's not Starfleet. He's with the Ferengi Navy.
Yep, he still needs to go through the academy. To be permanent Starfleet.
So, bring us down. I'll just bring us down to this map for now.
Okay.
Just because I don't have a map for the computer core. I had one when I was running the Hadfield, but
I've got one. Just remind me, and I can send you one later.
it might be the same one. Is it the one for the Nova class?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I've
that
also
one.
got the refit Nova class one too.
Yeah, no, I've got all that. I
Oh,
just
okay,
don't have the
cool.
time to put it in the game.
Fair enough.
So,
I love how the Ferengi's like glasses don't go over his ears.
Yeah. Yeah.
Racist.
So yeah. You get down to the computer core. Give me an insight security difficulty 1 check.
Insight security?
Yeah. This is to
Oh.
notice something hidden.
Uh-oh. Okay. I got nothing for that. So...
By momentum.
There you go.
Ah,
That's all
it's
you
just a
needed.
Ferengi.
Yeah, it's all you needed. It was only difficulty 1. As looking around for the terminals, you spot something lying on the floor in front of one of the terminals.
Because I'm a Ferengi, I am going to, first of all, pull my phaser out, creep forward, and kind of nudge at her with my foot.
She doesn't respond.
I'm gonna like kind of pull the tricorder out and see if she's alive.
Insight medicine, difficulty of 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a die for that one because medicine not his thing here.
Yeah. You're at 5 momentum right now, if I recall. I said that was what you needed, right? Difficulty 2?
Yep.
She appears to be suffering from some sort of a seizure, but it's odd. It's like it's the mental state of what you'd expect from someone suffering a seizure, but she's not moving. She is alive though.
Hit the comm badge. And medical emergency in computer core.
Dr. Dollar's on his way.
Very good. Before the doctor does that, however, Commander Dahl, I need you to make me a presence security check opposed.
Okay. Is that just like a task roll?
Yeah, just a regular task roll, but the difficulty is 0, but you're trying to generate more momentum than the other guy.
Okay.
Which I'm only going to spend 1 thread. But he rolls first. Oh God!
That's a complication.
Gonna spend any that's a tie. But he got a complication, so you win. Roll 3 challenge dice.
3 challenge dice.
Nice. Do you want to spend any momentum to increase that, or are you just gonna leave that?
I have no idea what this is for.
You're basically
Last I heard, Cardassians were boarding my bridge, so...
Yeah, this is you trying to command your crew through a boarding action.
Okay. And am I doing well? Do I need to buy more successes?
You
like,
can.
I don't know the range. I don't know the range.
This is basically like combat, where it's like this is effectively how I'm handling quote unquote mass combat, as it were, as a series of opposed presence security roles. Currently, that's only 3 stress against the opposing side. You could spend more to bring you up to 5, which would cause an injury to them.
Okay, well, I have thousands of lives at stake here, and test or no test, it's being taken seriously. So yes, if I should do that, I will do that.
Okay.
I mean, they're on our ship. We're backed
Yes.
up against a wall.
Yep. So that is going to be 2 momentum if you want to bring yourself up to 5.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay, you are at, I believe, you're at 2 momentum now? As a doctor, you manage to make your way to the sick bay. Not sick bay, the computer core. Why is your token so small?
Let's close out. I don't suppose we have the Hydra yet, do we?
Hmm?
I don't suppose we have that Psionics Hydra yet.
For 2 momentum, you can have it. But you don't know what but you don't know what's wrong with her.
Yeah, I'll go check it out first. I think that's the problem, but yeah.
Well, he did say earlier that he wanted his medical team to work on it, so maybe they're still working on it.
Oh yeah, you won't have to spend any that's right, you won't have to spend any momentum for this. But
Okay, good.
it's not ready yet. You don't have it on your person at this very time.
As soon as I see the doctor come in, I'm gonna jump back to the computer core and start doing what I was commanded to do.
Okay. Lerod, you can give me a Oh, actually, this is the other extended task. Right.
Yay.
This is control engineering. Difficulty of 3. Magnitude 5.
I could probably do better than he can.
Work track of 10. No resistance. As you're trying to deprogram the Stack Overflow.
Okay. Let's see. Quick fixes wouldn't work, would it?
As a focus?
Yeah.
I'll allow it. You're trying to get this fix done quickly.
That's the difficulty 3. I'm
Yep.
gonna buy a die with threat.
Yay. Yeah, I know you guys avoid giving me threat like plague.
Pew. Oof.
Yeah, no, you're struggling with this.
Yep.
Does he get help from the ship at all, or is this just strictly him?
No, because you're working against the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, he's over there cursing at Ferengi. Trying to figure it out.
Now, is this when I pull out the metacorder, or is this the just tricorder thing? I just want to make sure I approach
Yep.
her safely.
Yep.
What am I rolling?
This would be Insight Medicine, difficulty of 3. Oof.
I was trying to see if I had any focuses, but I don't think I do.
Well, you would have needed a focus in order to get that 2 successes anyway.
Yep, I had that highlighted as yes still, I'm sorry.
So, yeah, you currently, as mentioned, you're at least picking because a successful test was made of it earlier. She appears to be suffering from a seizure, but her muscles aren't actually responding to the seizure. So she's just lying there. She appears to be in a state of neurological distress.
So we're in combat phase technically. Would first response be able to do anything?
What does first responder do?
The temp treatment task during combat, you gain bonus d20. Further cost.
Not in this case.
Okay.
You currently don't know what the problem.
That's fair. Yeah, no, yeah, that was me checking to see what it was. So yeah, never mind. That checks out. Is there a way I can succeed at cost, or do you think we can afford that by chance?
You know, I'll let you succeed at cost. You know what? Actually, I will do that. But the cost will be an increased complication range on subsequent tasks involving this thing. As you spent you wasted time trying to figure out what's. It would appear that the psychic distress is being caused by what is effectively a residual mind.
A residual mind what?
Mind meld.
Possibly a side effect from the psionic, or the fungal psionic effects, whatever.
Would you like to spend a momentum?
Yes.
That could cause that. You don't know when she would have come into contact. Because the way Vulcans work, she would have had to come into extremely close contact with these fungus in order for that to happen.
Is there anything that I can look at, documentation-wise, and see when she was in contact with the shipments or the crates that came in with all this, when all this started, essentially? Doll might have had records of that if it's something something I can access.
There are
most
no.
likely leave my logs open or anything that I had open to the doctor for research.
Yeah,
Science too.
Yeah, the only issue is there's nothing in Dahl's logs about her coming into close proximity with them. I mean, she's not even mentioned in any of Dahl's logs.
Oh, she wasn't even part of like the response team to help get these crates and stuff like that organized.
No, she's totally unrelated to the.
Weren't the crates and stuff being taken to science lab?
That they were.
And science and engineering would not be the same, correct?
They sometimes interact, but not for something like this.
Has there been a reason for her? Is there some sort of like, oh, she's great at this? Like, would there have been a reason why she would have been in science lab in particular?
If you want to look over it, you can. Give me an insight command, difficulty 1. Nice, generate a momentum. As you see a pad nearby her and get over. Oh, she was in the science lab just earlier today, running a level 4 diagnostic on some of the computer terminals in there.
I'll contact my science team. Say, hey, what's our situation on the hypo there? Do we have any ready?
We do indeed have some ready, Doctor. Here in the sick bay.
I'm gonna need one of you to send one down to me in engineering stat.
Understood. We'll get one over to you. We'll get one to you in the computer core right away.
What's Lieutenant Commander Korn, thought I'd let you know your engineer. What's her name? I don't know.
Taris.
Out of character.
Terrace.
I wrote it. Yeah, I wrote it down. Taris.
Terrace.
Taris? Okay. No, I lost my pen. I can't find it. Taris. Yeah, she's down for now. I'm tending to her needs at this point.
All right, and Commander Korn is gonna tap his comm badge while taking a hand out of the out of the thing and say acknowledge. And he's gonna just leave it on speakerphone at this point because so many people are trying to reach him, so he can get both hands back in there and you keep working.
Okay,
So it's like auto answer on speaker.
Before you make your next roll, Corn,
Yep.
I would like for Commander Dahl to yet again make me a present security opposed. I am spending a threat.
Hang on 1 second. My computer is not switching back to the screen that I want it to switch to.
Oh, okay, yeah, yep.
It may be a moment. My computer has been having issues lately. Okay, there, finally unlocked. Okay, and you needed presence security?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Opposed.
Opposed, so I'm seeing this last time.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
You generate... How much? You generate 2 momentum. You generate 2 momentum. Roll your 3 challenge dice.
Sweet.
Doll is killing it.
Oh my god.
They're Cardassians. How many of my actual crewmates do not like them?
That's fair.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't like them either, but you know.
If you spend one of those 2 momentum you just generated, that'll be another round of 5.
I will do that. Fortune favors the bold.
Awesome. You're close. You're really giving these Cardassians a run for their money.
Yay! Kick their asses.
Meanwhile, Korn, you can give me another crack at your engineering check. That is going to be where you stand with it right now. Come on, I had it. Here it is. Found it. You are currently sitting at 8 out of 18 work and 1 out of 4 breakthroughs. The difficulty of the task is now 3.
3. Okay. Complication range still 3.
Yes.
Okay.
All that is the same.
I'm gonna continue to use my focus. And I am back down to 2 die. 'Cause,
Buy some dice, man.
yeah, I'm gonna buy some dice. So, I'm gonna buy 1. So it's 1 for 1 die, 2 for 2 die, 3 for 3 die.
Well, keep in mind, you already have a 3rd die testing it.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's
So-
right. So, you know what? I'm gonna I think it's really important. So I'm gonna actually try and juice this one. So I'm gonna max out my pool, if I can.
Okay, so what that'll cost is that will cost 5 resources.
5 resources. Okay.
So 5 paid in either momentum or threat somehow.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to spend all our momentum and give you 1 threat.
Okay, I will take that threat.
All right. So that gets me up to 5 task roll. And
You do have a reroll because you spent
Yep.
momentum.
Yep. So give me a moment.
I'm glad you have cautious engineer.
There you go. That is 3, 6, 7 successes against difficulty 3, so you're back to 4 momentum.
Yep. And for the challenge dice, what do I roll?
You're gonna roll 7.
7. Okay. Okay. Selective reroll.
Yep.
Okay.
Spend 1.
Okay.
Roll 4. Oof. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you wanted to succeed at this, you'd have to spend 2 more momentum, 1 for extra work and 1 to hit down some of that resistance.
I'm gonna do that.
So that'll only get you 5 more work.
Yep.
Another breakthrough, you're sitting at 1 momentum.
Yep.
But you are sitting at 13 out of 18 work. 2 out of 4 breakthroughs. In the meantime, Doctor, you are able to get the ensign down to sickbay.
I guess that'd probably be more appropriate than yes. That is on site there.
So there you go.
Yeah, she's so
Is there
small.
anyone I've
Oh.
seen-
Actually, did you leave the EMH on?
I might have, because I was taking care of stuff and not ready to fix him, or things just kind of went south. So
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't go back to the wait. So first, before you guys go back down to sickbay, give me. Sorry, I got mixed up as to where people were and where people were going. Give me a control medicine difficulty of 2. Yeah, that'll do it.
is this something I can do with field medicine? With when attempting a medicine task, you may ignore any increase in difficulty for working without the proper tools equipment.
No, because you don't. You have the proper tools and equipment. You have your med kit, and that's all you're gonna need for this. Well, you did it anyway, so GG. You press the you press the hypo spray up against her neck. And it into her neck, and she just sort of and she's still unconscious, but the readings start to go down.
Good. That's progress. So we'll to the med day.
Eventually, with the help of the other medical personnel who showed up, they managed to cart her down to sickbay. And, funny enough, the EMH isn't there when you get back. And, probably you go to work to, make sure she's okay. And after maybe about 10-15 seconds, please state the nature of the medical emergency. Oh, dear.
As I'm working, it took you long enough. Help me out here.
Oh, this is not good.
Frickin' Andy Dick.
This Vulcan appears to be in a state of distress.
It's just like eyeball and like, yes, yes.
We should work on this.
Sounds like a plan.
And the EMH takes out a tricorder and starts performing scans as you go to work on making sure that she is okay. To this point, then, we need the at this juncture, actually, I would like Larod to make just a simple control engineering difficulty 2 check.
Right. I gotta do things. Control engineering difficulty 2.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Quick fixes work.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah. I forgot to switch it over to Laurent.
Yep.
But okay.
Yeah, so good news. Actually, I'll tell you what the good news is once the next check is made. Commander, I need you to make me another opposed check. I'm actually throwing a bunch of threat at you this time, though. I'm rolling 4 dice.
Okie dokie.
Buy some dice.
The computer.
Do I have any way to buy dice?
Threat. Spin threat.
You get
Give him threat.
you can
And
spend.
momentum.
You have there is a momentum if you want to die.
Save the
cost you
momentum,
threat.
spin the threat.
Okay. How many
a-
dice should I be buying? Another extra? 2 extra?
What's the difficulty?
It's opposed,
Oh.
so they're
probably two.
it would either have to be 1 or
No, 2 dice, so 3
Oh.
threat.
3 threat.
That's what I would recommend.
I'm gonna
I would agree with that.
I'm gonna pump that 3 threat right back into the roll.
He never saves his threat, so that's a good thing. You can just spend it all you want. He always just spends it back right back.
Oh, for
I don't suppose that
Ouch.
Kara has bold security.
I
Does it-
do not have bold anything.
Does it-
I
What-
do have
Oh my
value, though.
God.
What kind of botanist doesn't have bold security? Jeez.
Exactly. I
You're
have
dealing with
values
dangerous
that apply.
plants, man.
It doesn't matter. They only rolled 2 successes, and the first complication means they lose it. Second complication means something actually happens to them. I know. Doll, roll your 3 challenge dice. It benefits from vicious.
I don't have vicious.
I'm right,
He's
but I'm
just
saying
saying that
Okay.
if you roll effects, they count as 2.
which is what you just got.
Is this
So
one of
that-
those kind of challenge situations where you can spend a momentum to
To
re-roll the
re-roll,
zeros?
yes, you could. Would you rather?
Probably.
Would you?
I
Do you wanna
love
do that?
Reroll.
Huh?
Just
I-
the 2 zeros.
Just the 2
Yeah,
0.
you can choose the amount of challenge die.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I would like to do that. And I'm assuming I select challenge die 2 and then hit
Yeah.
this button again.
Correct.
Oh damn! That's
There's
5.
5.
Nice.
And
So
we're
they managed
down
to
a
break into
momentum.
the holodeck program about the time you see Kara covered in blood and gore of her Cardassian victims.
So
Oh, hey,
one
real
of the-
quick, do we get momentum back from her successes over the?
no, because you two evened out
Oh, okay. Sorry, go ahead.
because they were trying to hit a 14, of which they only 2 of those did.
I gotcha.
Okay. In that case, Korn, give me your roll.
All right.
Because we're now back to you.
Daring engineering, difficulty 3, complication range 3, focus. We are at 3 of those by default, because I have that applied. I'm going to spend 1 momentum to bump it to 4. And heck, why not? I'm going to give you 1 threat. So I'm going to reduce it to 5.
You'd
Two
have
threat.
to give me 2 threat.
2 threats. So
Okay, I'm spending that 2 threat. I'm bumping up the complication range again.
To 4.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so, I guess I have no choice but to roll this.
You were only rolling 4 dice, right?
4 dice, yeah.
Okay, so I'm only going to count those first 4. You do have
Yep.
a reroll.
Yep. So I'm gonna re-roll that 1.
You mean the 0?
Yep.
The
Yeah,
red,
the complication. Ooh,
My
still a
gosh.
complication. You do hit, but there
Yep.
is going to be a complication on the
All right.
table.
Okay. Do we have a
You can-
momentum to remove that complication, or it takes 2 momentum, right?
No, we don't have
We
any
don't.
momentum.
We don't have any momentum right now.
Oh, okay.
I can't
okay.
get it to go away.
Darn. Okay.
Yeah, that's
So-
why. That's why Croc stole it from me.
Fair enough.
Roll your 7.
7. Okay.
Though. You can steal it back, Captain.
It's okay. He's gonna get rid of it.
Ooh.
Oh!
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, normally, I would remove 3 work from that. However, because of a certain difficulty 2 task that a certain Ferengi made, that's only 1 resistance. So that does it. It fills the work track, and you got more than 5 in one go. That is a breakthrough. However, there is a complication, as on the holodeck, Commander Dahl, your crew just manages to finish repelling the Cardassian borders when all of a sudden, to your left, a panel explodes right next to you.
Remember when we used to have this cool XO?
You
before she got
take-
blown up.
You take 1 stress. I'm gonna spend a threat and reroll 3 because I want this to hurt.
What a jerk.
You take 1. You take 1. You take 1 stress.
So,
GG.
question here. Does Holloway get
Doesn't matter because at this point, Doll, as you're probably shocked that hurt. That shouldn't have.
Right?
Yeah, that shouldn't have hurt. All of a sudden, the holodeck shuts down and the door slides open, and you see Korn and the captain on the other side.
step in?
Corin is like shouting at the computer. Computer, end simulate. Oh.
Commander, are you all right?
I'm all right, Captain. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
It was in the middle of my test. Is everything okay?
Apparently, there is some issues going on with the computer core that is causing malfunctions to appear throughout the ship, affecting transporters, replicators, and holodecks.
Ooh, so that's why that hurt. She's rubbing
Yes.
minor burns.
As Doll, give me an insight engineering difficulty check.
Site engineering difficulty. What check?
Difficulty 1.
1.
Oh, that means the safeties were off.
Yeah.
Those Cardassians could have killed you.
Yes, they could have. As a player, that's what I assumed when everything
Yeah.
started malfunctioning.
As a player, that's
Oh
what I
my.
assumed as well.
Yeah, if that's the moment that you in character realize.
Doll kind of goes pale for her. She looks around.
Should get to sick bay, Commander.
She nods.
So if you die in the Matrix, you
Die
in
real
life
life.
No.
I applaud that reference.
Oh, jeez. Lieutenant Commander Dahl, you head down to sick bay, and you see the doctor and the EMH looking over. Hey, it's that Vulcan woman you saw earlier. You walk in, and it says, "Ah, doctor. It would appear that Lieutenant Commander Dahl has entered the sick bay."
Doctor?
What do I
EMH.
see? Is there like burns or
That'd
something?
be big.
Well, something exploded and got me. I mean, just speaking out of character, something exploded and got her. It's
I'll check to the nearest seat, bench thing, whatever, and say, please sit down. Let me take a look at that.
thank you, doctor.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Image finish this up because I feel like there's something left I can really do for her at this point. Just keep her stable.
Man, that's a long turbo lifter ride Carrick's been on.
Oh, and so Carrick's gonna arrive at the sick bay.
Well, he was ordered
I
investigate.
I emoted because I didn't want to interrupt to have Karak
yeah,
investigate.
I'll say if you want, you can make me an insight security difficulty of 2 roll to piece together what happened here.
Okay. Difficulty 2.
And I'll say that with everything else, the doctor can assist with insight security. The doctor can assist with insight security, is what I'll
Okay.
say.
Does improvisation apply as a focus since I don't, or is it like a particular type of investigation? I'm just saying because I'm
Let me look at your
kind
sheet.
of
Sarah would probably
It's-
remark if this helps at all that the girl who is unconscious over there is the same one who came to the science labs to do routine maintenance and would
Okay.
ask after her well-being.
Yeah. Yep, and the doctor also knows that from his investigation. So yeah, give me the insight security check, Karak, and the doctor can assist.
I'll buy a die with threat.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That's my chief of security.
Did you have a focus?
Oh, that's what I was asking. I think so.
Improvisation? I'm gonna say no. That's still
Okay.
3 successes, though.
All right.
And,
What I'm hoping.
oh, and I'm only counting that first die that the doctor... So, you still succeeded. With everything put together, it takes a little asking around, but, you get a piece of information that helps the doctor at least piece together where things sort of went wrong. It would appear that on her way out of the science lab, the ensign stumbled, and to brace herself, she braced herself on one of the containers. The container wasn't harmed at all, so Lieutenant McConnell didn't see a need to report it because the integrity of the container was intact, and the ensign appeared to be fine. Just took a little stumble, is all. And it's at that point the doctor probably is able to put together that could have been close enough contact for it to do the job, if that's what was in that container.
Karak raises an eyebrow and says, "Fascinating."
Now, how does it transmit? Like, everything she touched, she infected as well, or what's going on with that?
Probably not. Probably not, because it's entirely a it would have been purely the psionic influence on her. And actually, give me an insight medicine difficulty of 1 check.
Xenobiology will work.
Sure.
Sorry, you said insight medicine?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, great. That's 2 momentum. So yeah, you work it out. That probably what it was is that uh, if there was any kind of psionic uh, 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 in one of those containers, and it was one of these fungus creatures, whether it be a living one or what's probably more likely is a dead one. The dead remains of one are probably more likely case. Um, any residual psychic any residual psychic imprint that would have emanated off of these things uh, would have influenced her as a psionic and caused her to suffer from minor hallucinations.
I will relay all that.
Double
which
validate.
would have impaired her cognitive faculties.
Have we checked on Science Bay in a while? We should make sure that's doing all right.
Doll, hasn't she reported to Medbay as ordered?
It's probably at this point that the
Fine,
doctor.
like security maybe or something like that. Someone that can check on that.
Great. Send your security team there, Karak.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And send him what he might be looking for. Like if there's a scan, like if you find signatures of this, don't touch it or whatever.
yeah. So Lieutenant Wygo calms into you after a few minutes. He says, "All right, we're in the science lab you specified. Uh, everything seems fine here. I'm here with
With who?
Lieutenant McConnell, who is the science officer in the science labs.
Go on.
Nothing seems out of the ordinary here, sir. Orders?"
Keep looking.
Understood. Turn. So what do you guys want to do?
All right, Commander, going out. I'll tend to that cut there or burns.
Thank you.
Is there a way to having figured out what's wrong with this Vulcan or did we ever locate was it a doppelganger or was she just acting weird?
As I explained to the doctor, it's quite likely that her cognitive abilities were impaired.
Yeah, that's what I was just trying to clarify because it was a little ominous that she was passed out, but I think that explains it.
Yeah,
Um,
and it progressed.
So if we've been able to determine what caused that, would we be able to scan for it on someone else?
Yes, you could.
Okay, well then I will have my security detail escort anyone in that area to the med bay, or unless they're able to scan, but they're not like medically trained. Well, they should have first aid and stuff like that. But
Well, if you want, doctor, you can make me an insight medicine difficulty of 2 check. Uh, Looks like everyone's clean.
great.
That looked good to me.
And so I'd say we are able to hang on. Hold on. So we are able to cut ahead a few days to the bridge of the Ganymede. With
I love how I just moved my token there and just waited for a second.
then let me check a thing.
Yeah, I don't want that chair.
Get out of my chair.
Get out to me, chair.
Happily.
Dear. I do not have the proper commander token for doll,
Okay.
but
Isn't there one in the thing?
How upsetting.
in the thing.
The general. There was one that was posted like.
Oh, maybe that's where I had it somewhere and I just forgot to do something with it, or
That might be. It doesn't take too long to do it.
yeah. Oh, that's it. I didn't update it to the new one. Ah, well, I'll do it after the
Hang
game.
on. I got it.
Yeah. So
Let
yeah.
me just find the
Well, I can do it. I can do it quickly enough. Just you guys have some end of game discussion while I do it.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody have anything?
Probably doesn't.
I don't at this moment. If we're gonna have end game discussion, do we want to cut to like a quick break, or are we gonna?
No, because
Okay.
we're practically at the end.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, it's been a few days. It's been a few days, but your mission here is drawing to something of an end. As mentioned, you were sort of all able to put together what was going on, with some discussion, with the Ecliptic. It would appear that they that they found some of this fungal material, and they did not pick up any life signs from it. So they assumed it was inert, and put it in a biohazard container. Put it in a biohazard container and catalog it with everything else as biological waste material, because that's really all it was at that point. They had no idea that there was any residual psionic energy in this waste, and will take care to classify it as such going forward.
Yeah, they will. I wonder if it's possible to theorize that if the Svalin had contact with this material, if there were actually no Hirogen at all and it was all taking place in their mind.
Oh no, there were definitely Hirogen.
There actually were Hirogen? Okay.
Yeah, they captured prisoners.
Okay.
There were actual no fooling Hirogen there.
Good to know, because that was what was going through my mind, was maybe there were no Hirogen and this was all just in their head.
Oh yeah, no, definite possibility. That's not the dumbest thing I've ever heard out of Star Trek. No, the dumbest thing I've ever heard out of Star Trek is going to warp 10 turns you into lizards. but that's another story.
You mean that's not true?
Oh, I just said that's the dumbest thing I've heard out of Star Trek, but
And it's not necessarily that going to Warp 10 did that. That's just the conclusion everybody drew. I'm sure there's some other reason for it.
Warp 10 did it. Blame Warp 10.
Why not Warp 12? What happens then?
oh gosh.
I mean, technically, when you go through transwarp, you're actually hitting warp 20.
So yeah, that's bottom line. That's what that you've managed to put together. That's what's going on, and that is the quote unquote solution.
Okay.
Fortunately, everything seems to be in order. Starfleet is sending a few more civilian science ships to hold down the fort here, and a dedicated vessel to serve as a patrol for this region.
Is it an Akira
Specific-
class?
I forget which it is.
Can I ask
I don't
one?
have a name for it right.
Sorry, can I ask one question? During the course of the remaining days after the incident, Korn and his team are going to plan a scheduled shipwide outage for the computer systems to basically do a refresh and reboot.
I think
Oh yeah, that's something that
Yeah.
like after something like that, you guys will do a full level 1 diagnostic.
We also install antivirus on
for
the
a second there, Doll got a big head over her promotion, but it seems like
Yeah.
she's grounded herself.
As yes, now Commander Dahl has her third pip and a spiffy red uniform, as presumably the captain, through his logs explained what happened. And from the readings from the exam, it seems like she performed admirably enough. Even though the very ending of it got clipped off.
What did I miss? I will never know.
Oh yeah, no, the Borg just show up and destroy everything. It's fine. It's fine. But yes, is there anything, any remaining thoughts before the Ganymede leaves system?
Just as I did with Dr. Dallo, I would like to pip. We don't have to do the same, but Jack Hawley would be very proud to pip Commander Dahl.
Very good. As
That's how it is.
You're not my ex, though. I barely know you.
Doll would smile. I'm lucky
Hey, I'm
I'm
getting
in
you.
one
Hey,
piece.
I'm getting you a girlfriend on board. So
Lucky to be in one piece. I just thought in the back of my mind, what would Jack do?
that's the conclusion
Chill
you came
everything.
to.
Pardon?
He says, and that's the conclusion you came to.
She nodded.
Jack smiles at that. All right. Well, Commander, care to do the honor? And he's going to step back.
Oh, hang on. I think I have
Out
to.
of character, what am I supposed to do?
Take us out of the system.
Tahoe's not even there.
Can't
to
sit in the
witness.
chair.
I get to sit in a chair?
Yeah.
I get to sit in the chair. But is Lieutenant
the
Crack
medication.
awake?
Greg.
Oh, okay. I say yes, and I press the go button.
If she if she says, "What do I do in character?" then Carrick's like, "Fire all phasers."
uh,
Lieutenant Crack, take us out.
Okay, I pressed the go button.
It's just a big green.
I had that specifically installed.
As the Ganymede flies off to its next adventure, that will be the end of Tests of Command.
Hooray!
Hey,
More
that was a nice
shiny
little,
things.
that was a nice little short episode. I like that.
Thank you so much for joining us on Star Trek Ganymede. Season 1, Episode 5, Tests of Command. I am PA Kenny USA, aka Commander Corn, and thank you to our lovely cast for joining us on this adventure. We'll see you next week for another adventure.